Good afternoon, folks. My name is Carlin Phillips. Our law firm is Phillips and Garcia. We're in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. We're consumer lawyers. We do personal injury cases, some consumer cases, class actions. And because we're not in a major city, we also do some transactional work and some real estate work to fill in and pay the bills. This is Andrew Garcia, my partner, and he'll start out the presentation.
So we joined GLM in the spring of 2009. At the time we joined GLM, just before I should say, all we had was a website. Now this was a flatline website. It had nothing. It was dead. We had a little tiny Yellow Pages ad that we had been running for years. We sent out holiday cards that one of the secretaries would go down to Filene's and buy them on the year before, you know, the day after Christmas, and we'd handwrite those out and send those out. And we were pretty much dead in the water. We were hoping the phone would ring, and we were just waiting there. And you know, at the time, we had no internet presence, no shock and awe, no blogs, no newsletter, no herd database that we would be mining, no free books, nothing that they preach here in the GLM. So in the spring of 2009, Carlin comes to me and says, well, if you knew us.
But it started before that. Our real great legal marketing journey really started in the place of great thinkers. I was in the place where you're really contemplating your existence. I was sitting in my office on the porcelain throne, and one of Ben's ads was in the Atla in the bathroom. So I saw the ad, and I came running out of the bathroom of our office, and I said, Andrew, we got to go to this. And Andrew, we have a funny relationship. He has like a lag time of 6 months on most ideas. So I said, Andrew, we have to go to this. We have to go to this. And I always do crazy things, and he's always laughing at me. And he said, I'm not going to that. And I said, listen, I'm paying myself. I'm signing up. I'm paying it out of my own credit card. I'm signing up. I'm going. And that was how we first got introduced to great legal marketing.
I said, who's this kooky guy, Ben Glass, by the way?
Yeah, he did.
So we joined the GLM. And
so this is when we started. We'll show this slide from Google Analytics. The important part of this slide is the beginning. This begins before we started. This was us. We were flatline dead, circle the wagons, lying in the hospital bed, call the family in, the priest is coming. That's a flatline, that's us. And then we went to GLM, signed up with Forster Web Marketing, got We Do Web content on board, initial blast, and all of a sudden, through the heartbeat, the heartbeat started going up, and we actually came alive. The firm, it is alive. It came alive from its deathbed, in essence, trying to get out from under the legal roller coaster of, you know, cases here and cases there, and point out some.
Well, we were a dead firm, as I said earlier. In about a year's time, a little over a year's time, we've had 43,000 people visit us. This is a dead firm in southeastern Massachusetts. We've had 93,000 page views. What a difference. We did come to life finally.
And these are our websites. We did two websites. First, we did a specialty website on the right with healthcare, because we had a specialty in doing healthcare class actions. And then we did a more general website, which we have here, both with Forster Web Marketing, and those are two websites that we started.
Yeah, I guess the key is we've embraced as much as we can from GLM. We've listened. I finally came along. We've listened to everything, and we've tried to implement as much as we could. So in addition to those FWM websites, since we're DIYers ourselves, we've also created two niche-specific websites, one aimed at our local small business owners at onesmartbizowner.com, one aimed at our family legal planning, which is our phrase for estate planning aimed at parents with minor kids, at placekidsfirst.com.
And there's an interesting story you have to know about panic. And I felt all the panic you have so many things to do. We were panicking because we had this big case that was going to hit the news where the bank, the unnamed bank, was foreclosed on the wrong house, seized the client's house, the wrong house. We knew it was going to hit the news. Reporters were calling.
So these are our free books and reports that we've done up, and we're working on more. And we added our monthly newsletter as well. We've been listening to Ben. We've been saying we're going to get our hard newsletter out. We finally have it going out now on a regular basis. We talk about some of the personal issues that affect us and our families so that people know a little bit about us from a personal perspective. We also highlight local client businesses in the middle of the newsletter. We've gone to social networking too. We've embraced that. So we created our Facebook page where our business is sitting. I use that as much as I can with my regular Facebook. We have YouTube. We've gone to Twitter as well. Some of you may have seen our tweets from this weekend.
This is one of the coolest things we have done with the help of an intern, and this is a lot of Andrew's brainchild. We set up a video series. We didn't just put videos on the internet. We actually created a Java law, an actual name for it, and did it as like webisodes, which themes that we release certain videos at certain times. So in the background, you see all of those webisodes. In essence, Andrew himself physically helped build a studio in the back of our office, brought in lumber. We hired a contractor. He painted it, and we built the studio. And it's in the back of our office. So we go back there, and we do videos in the studio.
And our Java Law Studios really is kind of a brainchild and a springboard from our embracing of 20-somethings. And Ben is always talking about it, but when we decided we wanted to do media, we reached out to our local university, Roger Williams University, to the media department, the communications department. We asked them if they had an internship program, and they did. So they sent over one of their juniors at the time, Keith Weiner, who we brought along, and he came to our office. He helped set up our video program, and he realized right off the bat that, look, we don't have the facilities to be doing any quality video. So again, out of brainstorming, we developed Java Law Studios, and we built our own studio in the office itself. But we're reaching out constantly to the universities. We have bloggers we've hired from Suffolk Law. We've reached out to UMass Dartmouth as well. We're looking for PR right now and marketing interns so we can add them to our flock of 20-somethings. And these guys, by the way, love it. As a matter of fact, one of Keith's friends on spring break was so into trying to do this project we're going to show you. He skipped spring break. He was hanging around with us, writing the script for what we're about to show you.
It's a funny thing. All of a sudden, he shows up and said, hey, can I bring one of my friends? His friend's into this stuff. And he says he wants to just hang out at your office. His friend. Yeah, and eventually a lot of our cases, because we got a website, people were flocking to us in this wrongful foreclosure area, and we had a number of very interesting cases the news picked up. We had a series from having no website almost a year before, no real presence. We were featured on the front page of the New York Times. I was on MSNBC. Andrew was on the Today Show. Fox News we did in Boston. And all of these news media came to us, and there's a whole bunch more written news media that we haven't even have up there. We're in Trial Magazine this month, the April issue, featured in Trial Magazine. And yesterday I was on the phone with someone from Reader's Digest that wanted to highlight one of these cases again. All of these people are finding us because we have a presence on the website, and we've dominated. We've dominated from our little office these issues. So every time someone's looking for an answer, they're calling us.
So we wanted to do something special for today, so we put our 20-somethings to work during spring break. We wanted to create a little bit of a mockumentary. This is a dramatization of our embracing the GLM concepts, and it's based on the Academy Award-winning film, The Social Network.
Yeah, but they have to explain.
And you've seen it now, so.
Here we go.
So then I might need some help here. Thank you.
People want to go on the internet for advice and information, so why not build a website that offers legal advice and information like testimonials, interviews, practice areas, informational videos. I'm talking about taking the entire attorney-client experience and putting it online.
Carlin, Phillips and Garcia.
Andrew Garcia, also of Phillips and Garcia.
Why did you join Ben & Glass's Great Legal Marketing?
Well, we didn't have much of a marketing campaign. It was pretty awful.
Is this a true and accurate copy of your website from 2001?
Yes.
Where on this website is your blog?
Well,
Where on this website is your video? Where's the contact form so visitors can see you? Where's your free book? Where is your call to action?
we didn't have any of that.
This is pathetic. It sucks.
So Carlin comes back from this Ben Glass summit, and he's got this attitude like this guy Ben Glass has somehow revolutionized legal marketing forever. Listen, I gotta give you a call back. And that's how we got started.
It was just the beginning.
So we invested in a new website.
It was my idea.
He found this company called Foster Web Marketing to create this site.
It was up and running in no time.
But it wasn't enough.
So we invested in one more.
So that January, I go check out this GLM summit that Carlin's been raving about.
He came back more excited than I was the first time.
Is this true, Attorney Garcia?
It is. I mean, he kept talking about building the herd, building the herd. I finally started buying into it.
I wanted more.
We wanted more. So now these sites need content. So we go and hire a content writer.
And this was right when the national illegal lockout foreclosure cases were hitting the news.
Then we have to hire a blogger. So now these websites need video. So I go out and buy a video camera.
Sony HDR XR 200.
I'd made a connection with someone at Roger Williams who said he could get me a meeting with the creator of Pancakes.
Pancakes?
Yes, Keith Weiner. He's a co-founder of this production company called Pancakes for Life Production. He's a pioneer with the camera, and he was the last piece to the Java law.
I love it. Gentlemen, you've taken out the security guards. You've disabled the security systems. Now you need to get into the vault. I'm your combination. Yes. One more thing. Rub them just Java.
It was a masterpiece.
It really was.
The studio led to videos, the videos led to a web series, the series led to views.
20 views, 50 views, 100 views.
Views led to clients.
It worked.
Of course it worked.
Our services went national. Our client base increased through the roof. Video and internet marketing was the answer.
It is the answer.
Some of our Google analytics. 3,000 views. These are our contacts as they went up from 4 all the way up to 62 a month, 100 sometimes. My favorite part of this is head grip is the kid from the college. Key grip. Keith up there, he made most of that up there, right there, up there, Keith. So we're not done. We're just really starting out. I mean, we're kind of just novices at this. I mean, we've kind of hit it full board, but we're going to super niche our practice, continue to. We're going to blog our butts off. We're going to strengthen our website, do multiple websites, podcasts, work on the videos, and really build. We're really starting to build now a marketing infrastructure. So this weekend, Dan Kennedy, and a lot of what Rem said, and a lot of the basic stuff we have to really put the infrastructure in place for.
But listening to Dan Kennedy this morning, we do have a free offer for everyone. Carl?
Oh, the free offer is... We'll keep it open for more than 15 minutes, though. The free offer is if you DVD on how to build your own set, video set in your law firm, we'll send to you, if you vote for us. And Keith is here. And Keith, you can interview and talk to Keith. He's a college kid. He likes free food. He'll be available. You can entice him with free food and drink. He is legal. And drink, and he'll talk with you about how, what communication majors do at colleges, how you can get one, how you can get them to the office, how you can set up and use a communications major and get that whole ball rolling for virtually nothing, but then filling out a couple of evaluation forms for the professors at the local colleges. Thanks, folks. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.